Hi everyone, welcome back to Megan's Creative Arts. Today I have this gorgeous textured blanket for you. It is a very easy one row repeat. As you can see, it has a very straight edge. It does look the same on both the front and the back. And I did do this with 2 strands of yarn. I still have some of it right here to show you. So these are my strands, and I just combine them together to make this beautiful blanket. It is 2 strands of the same yarn, so it is a self-striping yarn, and I believe it's one of the Karen's Yarn Inspirations. I don't remember which one it is anymore. It's a Karen brand, and I just can't remember what it was called. And for this one, I did use a J hook, which is a 6mm. And this blanket is 30 inches wide by 40 inches long. I made it for baby size for a little girl, or I should say a friend that's expecting. And we'll go ahead and get started. Pretty easy one row repeat. And we're only doing 2 stitches, so don't have to do too much. For our example today, I am using the Big Twist acrylic yarn. This is a medium 4 weight. Suggested hook size is 5mm. I'm actually going to be using a 5.5mm hook today. If you're not sure what hook size you want to use, I would go with the suggested hook size for the yarn that you bought. And if you're not sure, you can always go one size up or down. So to get started, we're going to do this in sets of 3 plus 1. So we're going to crochet 3, 3, 3 as much as you want to get the width of the blanket or project that you're doing, and then add 1. As always, I'm just doing a sample size, so it's going to be a little smaller than what you are probably doing. Okay, so I have 31 chains that we're going to start out with. And from here, we are going to go into the second chain from our hook. The loop on your hook does not count, so we're counting 1. And in this second chain, we are going to put a single crochet. I'm going to insert my hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, and go through both of those loops. Our skip chain does not count as anything. We're just going to leave it there. Now we're going to go into the very same chain space, and we're going to do 2 double crochets. 1 and 2. We're going to skip the next 2 chain spaces, so 1, 2, and in this third one we're going to do the same thing. We're going to do a single crochet and 2 double crochets. And then we're just going to continue across. We're going to skip 2 and then do a single crochet and 2 double crochets. I told you this one was very easy, and it is similar to one you've seen me do before. If you've seen the Bonnie Blanket or Stormy Nights, this is similar, and I will link the Stormy Night video below. So again, skip 2, pull off a loose hair from one of my cats, it looks like. Do a single crochet and 2 doubles. So I want you to continue, and I will meet you at the end of row 1 here in just a moment. Okay, so I am at the end of row 1 and I have 2 chains left. We're actually going to skip the first one and just do a single crochet into the very last one. So that is what one row will look like. Looks a little different on the other side. This would be considered the right side, but since we're doing a one row repeat, it's actually going to look pretty much the same on both sides. Now to start row 2, you're just going to chain 1 and turn. This is just a turning chain. It does not count as any kind of stitch. And now we're only going to work into the single crochet spaces. They will be the lowest bit on here. So to start, we're going to do 2 double crochets into that very first stitch. And then we're going to go into the next single crochet by skipping the next 2 doubles. We're going to do a single crochet and then 2 doubles into there. So this allows this to kind of pop out. And then on the other side, as we do the single crochets and then the 2 doubles, it'll pop out on the other side. That's what gives it its texture. So again, we're going to skip the 2 double crochets, and in this single crochet, which is the lower stitch, that's why it's easier to see, we're doing the single crochet and 2 doubles. And you're just going to continue across. This is your repeat row, so we're just going to continue row 2 back and forth until you are at the length that you want it to be. Before I forget, if you enjoy these videos, please give me a thumbs up so I know what you are interested in. If you haven't already, please subscribe so you can see my new videos when they come out. Now, once we get to the end, in order to make the straight border, I'm just going to put a single crochet into the last stitch. In this case, because we're on row 2, the last stitch is the single crochet that we started with. But as we continue, your last stitch, once you go back, is going to be the first double crochet. So I'm going to chain one and turn my work and do a double crochet twice into that first stitch. So 2 double crochets. And now I'm going to skip the next 2 stitches and do a single crochet and 2 double crochets into the single crochet from the row below. And we're continuing that across. Very simple pattern, easy to do. And if you throw in an extra stitch, it's not going to kill anything. I think I did it on my blanket where I accidentally put 3 double crochets on 1 stitch. And that's okay because you can't tell. All right, so I am getting to the end of row 3. And again, this is your repeat row. You're just going to continue this back and forth. At the end of row 3, you are going to do a single crochet into the very last stitch, which in this case is going to be at one of your double crochets. So if you can see, here's 1 and 2. I'm going to go into the top of that double crochet and just put a single crochet in there. Now if you really want more of a scalloped border, something that gives it a little bit of a wave, you can continue and do the entire stitch, which is doing 2 doubles. Oops. Chain 1 and turn your work, but then you're going back here to put your chain 1 space into the chain 1. I'm sorry, you're doing your single crochet into the single crochet from the row below. So you only chain 1 and turn your work, but that will give you a more of a scalloped edging. Depends on what you would like. You can see how this part's straight and now this part has been scalloped out. So 2 different ways of doing it. It's really up to you because it's your blanket, your project. But that's how you would continue going. So if you want the straight edge or the scalloped edge, it's really up to you. I opted for the straight edge on this particular pattern. I thought it would just look a little nicer because the top and bottom don't scallop too much. You can see a little bit of a curve here and at the bottom, but it's not much of a curve, so that's why I didn't bother to scallop the sides. But you can do whatever you would like. So this is 3 and almost a half rows. You can see it's very similar on the front and back. As you keep going, these will start to pop out a little more and give it more texture. But that is the one row repeat today. All right. I will see you next time, and I hope you guys enjoy this pattern. Bye.